Wonder of the world. The sun was rising over the ancient pyramids of Giza as James, a young traveler from London, stepped off the plane and onto the hot desert sand. He had dreamed of visiting the pyramids since he was a boy, and now, at the age of 25, he was finally here. As he stood at the base of the massive stone structures, James felt a sense of awe and wonder wash over him. He had seen pictures of the pyramids in books and on television, but nothing could prepare him for the sheer size and scale of these ancient wonders. Over the next few days, James explored the other wonders of the world, including the Colosseum in Rome, the Taj Mahal in India, and Machu Picchu in Peru. But as he traveled from one wonder to the next, he began to notice something remarkable. The people he met along the way were just as awe-inspiring as the structures they lived among. In Greece, James met an old woman who had lived in the shadow of the Acropolis her entire life. She spoke of the history and mythology of her country with a passion and depth of knowledge that left James spellbound. In India, he met a young boy who had never left his small village before, but who spoke with a wisdom and insight that belied his age. He showed James the hidden corners of his town and introduced him to the customs and traditions of his people. In Peru, James met a group of indigenous women who lived among the ruins of Machu Picchu. They shared their stories and their struggles with him, and he was humbled by their resilience and determination. As James traveled from one wonder to the next, he realized that the true wonder of the world was not the ancient structures or the natural wonders, but the people who lived among them. Each person he met had a story to tell, a unique perspective on life and the world around them. As James journeyed across the globe, he began to see the world in a new light. He no longer saw people as strangers or foreigners, but as fellow human beings with their own dreams, fears, and hopes for the future. He learned to appreciate the beauty and diversity of the world and to understand that it was our differences that made us strong. He saw the kindness and generosity of people from all walks of life and was inspired by their resilience and perseverance. In the end, James realized that the 7 wonders of the world were not just physical structures, but also the 7 billion people who inhabit the planet. He knew that his journey had given him a new perspective on life, and that he would carry the lessons he had learned with him forever. As James boarded the plane that would take him back to London, he felt a sense of sadness and longing. He didn't want his journey to end, but he knew that it was time to return home. As the plane lifted off the ground, James looked out the window and saw the world stretching out before him. He knew that there was still so much to see and explore, but he also knew that the greatest wonder of all was the people who called this planet home. With a sense of peace and contentment in his heart, James settled back into his seat and closed his eyes, savoring the memories of his incredible journey and looking forward